to have some Chinese commentary very low in the background. Hopefully it's fine, but this is just the level which I've put it at, and this is like a happy compromise. Sadly, no clean feed for this. So it is the Blitzcrank. Yeah, it's going to be here in this bot river, though. Angel quite low HP. He'd need to teleport in. Ooh, stun into hook. I don't know if they have the damage for this. We'll see. Flash away care. So little health, and he'll go down to the last whip slash from Palkia. Hook doesn't land from draw either. Go on. He's coming into mid lane, but the thing is, no harm, no foul. Leave gonna walk over with the Severum Crescendum. Very easy dragon take here. Aatrox does far too much damage in jungle. Big jungle camps. Every time those Qs hit, I just think, hang on a second. That's a lot of damage. Not really how it should work. So because the dragon got taken so quickly, it means that the grubs aren't all going to be finished. You need to see a good hook now. Angel, you need to be so careful, Angel. It does hit. Flashes out. Then no, the Lantern's just not there for the Syndra. It pulls the Aphelios in instead. Leaves getting good damage. The Ambassador has still survived, though. And EDG walk into the fog of war, and they get absolutely blasted. ZDZ is into the play now. He also has an ultimate. Draw, the hero of this play, I suppose. There could potentially be big ultimate. Two-man gets a bit of a heal. The Lanterns come through as well. Palkia trying to save them. But really, Angel, what did you expect? You're walking up to a bunch of...
Awesome, who's just coming out of base now. You've still got like flashes across the board for EDG down, but they're around the objective first, obviously, because it's the Baron Pit. Blue side is favored. Like less than 100 gold-ish. Now, some of these camps getting picked up, so that gold leads a bit more now, but so close in this early game. This is a breakout fight, though.
Oh,
if
Perugia got hooked,
lose here,
immediately getting bursted out. He's in trouble. Shockwave going down, but Perugia is dead. He does have the redemption in the back pocket if he wants to use it, and it looks like he will. And it will top everybody off. Care gets traded out. A 1-for-1 when the dust...
Should be Dragon over EDG. However, good one. Actually, able to walk in. EDG not feeling confident enough to start up. They've used some of these really crucial ults. We have no ult on Aphelios, no ult on Syndra, no ult on Aatrox, and we just want to go back to some farming.
Okay, hold on. All out, used. Grim Deliverance going to land, but ZDZ, this is not a fight that you're going to win against the Thornmail. Angel and Xiaohao coming in to save the day, and they do. The kill going to Angel.
On the bot side of the map here, taking this dragon, and that has been pinged out, but so far, EDG just getting the tower for free, and no answer from NIP. A little bit of an... They could answer this Drake, but pathing topside seems they're aware. NIP are going to take this. We just want to get some gold on our mid laner and give over the dragon.
It's so hard for NIP to be snappy on that because Guan wants to secure his topside jungle camps because...
It felt like EDG were going to be the ones to start at the Rift Herald. They came out topside, but watch this hook. Oh, just miss. TP in, though.
We have Zehen TPing behind. Angel, Scout of the Week, lands Flash Hook, lands onto the Blitzcrank, but here's Guwan. Shockwave lands onto two as they're chopping down Xiaohao. All out, takes him out, but the turnaround's onto Zhuo. He will fall. CDZ, the Grim Deliverance lands on nobody, and he's forced to flash away. Hoya's all out is running out soon. The dust settles. The Herald going to EDG in the back pocket of Leave.
Perugia here could look for a hook, but will be removed by the Slurkle of Awesome. There'll be a Herald in mid TP in, though. This is risky.
Hoya and Zhuo. Double TP coming through, so they're going to get their charge off. It's not going to do much more. I think this is a good response from NIP. Zhuo hunting around looking for a hook, but now you're not going to have that Rift Herald for a...
And Dragon is in a minute, so have enough time to get, full boots maybe, or some more components. Break open this mid tower if need be, and that will be the option here as Leave will take the Lantern back and set up some control around this Dragon. Even go Atacon.
Well, they're fading toward it. Mid control going to be really important here. Zhuo's going to get a big speed up, looking to probably land a hook onto somebody. Angel can't keep him away as the Dragon is
misses.
Very low and will be secured for the side of EDG. And now they might look for a re-engage here. Angel trying to set up good ball control coming out from Care, just buying spaces. NIP is starting to get into this jungle, trying to push Xiaohao off as the push is now onto the mid lane. As EDZ is the only one there. Everybody on EDG has to back, so they will pick the Dragon, but they will lose the turret in return.
They do also, NIP have control, so they can move up to this Atacon.
Level 13 right now, pretty big on the experience, almost a full level ahead of Leave. That is quite important, especially because Leave has really... NIP is going to get here 10,000 HP and dropping rapidly. Teleport going to come in from Hoya. ZDZ waiting for his opportunity. We're going to burger flip the Otacon, baby. It's the LPL, and it wouldn't be without it. Who's going to secure Otacon? 2,000 HP, 1,000 HP, taken by EDG, and here comes the fight. Care with a pretty big move, trying to get as much damage as he can. ZDZ on the back line, but he's caught by Guwon. He's trying to revive, and he will. On the other side, Leave takes out Hoya. Care in trouble. He can't escape. It's a double kill for Leave, and he is running after Guwon. He's got Calibrum, but he will not be able to tag him. A 2-0 for EDG, and they get the objective.
EDG say, Otacon throw, I've never heard of it. They start out the Otacon, great position.
And that's something we talked about in the pregame with Zahen, right? Is that, do you have the tools to be able to stop him? Oftentimes, teams are not winning when they are focusing him first, and that's exactly what happened for NIP. You have Blitzcrank knock-up? Other than that, it's got to be Hoya that's on him, but you need Hoya to get to Leave. It's just such a big problem for NIP as EDG secured their third dragon just a couple of moments ago. NIP going to take the aggressive route through mid. Public execution on to Leave. They're trying to get him out of there, but they don't have a way. Shockwave goes down, and they're able to take him out. Guwon, low but still alive, and look who's in the middle of the fight. Coming through, Grim Deliverance will take out Guwon. Zhuo off to the side, has nowhere to go. Hoya's an all out, but he's all in, and he lost that hand. It's more kills for EDG. Angel flashing forward, trying to finish off Awesome, but he's just out of range, trying to skate around, but Scout of the Week's gonna be up real soon, and he will deem him weak.
You lose Leave, but NIP
doesn't have a kill in the ledger, but has created a lot of space this game. Underrated game out of him. After a rough start.
Yeah, it's ZDZ and Xiaohao this game providing that space and allowing both Leave, but mostly Angel, who's really come alive in this first game. Every Scout of the Week, every important one at least, has felt like it hit, and that was a concern. Are you hitting them? Well, Angel says, I'm hitting all of them.
Every single one. I guess NIP is just weak because he's scattering them. Let's see. So the siege is on. It is so difficult for NIP to try to break this. Meanwhile, over on the other side, Hoya trying to get that turret, but ZDZ takes mid tier 2. A public execution a couple moments ago did not land. So there's no good engage for NIP for the moment as Hoya. And this is not an equitable trade, guys.
No. It is an objective bounty. That feels good, but you're losing control of the top side. That's important because it's Soul in 1 minute and 50 seconds. They're going to break open this tower eventually. You've got 1 minute left on the Baron. Scout of the Week will hit Zhuo, but the mid wave's being pushed in too. You're losing a lot of map control here for NIP.
And they're just shredding these turrets. Hoya has to recall and has to link up with his team soon. Angel is getting a little low in the mana department. Middle inhibitor will fall. Zhuo still looking for an angle to try to land a hook on anybody. Leave really wants to link up with the rest of his team. He's in a bit of a scary spot. Xiaohao is the one who's hooked, and they're going to go all in trying to take him out. He's going to flash over the wall, but he gets caught with the shockwave, but he's still alive. Paruki and ZDZ trying to do their thing as Angel's ultimate went right onto Guwon, getting him low, but Parukia is caught. They will take the turret, but they will lose their support.
Nice trade here.
Especially because his build isn't super damage based here. Zhuo tried, but he failed. Public execution went onto Xiaohao as Guwon now needs to fight his way out of the corner. Leave is starting to free hit as ZDZ has joined the party and he's ready to go. He forces away Awesome. There's the Grim Deliverance. Guwon's in trouble, getting very low. He falls and Awesome is next on the menu. The shielding's not enough and the revive is there as Care can only run. The dragon has been started by EDG as Angel is looking to finish off. Hoya has gone into melee range of the Cassante and just doesn't give a damn. Zhuo is spotted out. Hook onto Hoya. He will be knocked down as well. And that should cap off the game here for EDG. ZDZ and Xiaohao pushing in with the Infernal Soul at their backs.
Just so much space being created by Z. He TPs into 4 people at the end there. And that'll be the game, Yanni. There's nothing NIP can do about these front lane.
Care will not be able to escape. Joao will go down. Guan will spawn and immediately head back into the fountain. EDG, this game was close.
Pick style, and it will be the Nautilus locked in. So both of these teams here having more of a front-to-back style than kind of the dive that we saw. Both
He's
teams
also heading back. This is just a chess match going back and forth. And it looks like he's not going to go for that crowd, but here we go. Joao goes in on top of Leave. There's the root. There's the hook, and Xiao Hao rewarded for his patience. First blood.
That is insane patience from
Checking
Xiao Hao.
on some of the carries right now. Leave, especially a large CS lead over Awesome. As Guan will secure the first grub. Xiao Hao is here and waiting. Hook goes down onto Joao. Here comes Care. Good bullet time over the top as they will get on top of Misfortune. Leave trying to get away. Will use the barrier but will not be able to survive as Guan lives through it. Angel wants to go in, but he couldn't land the charm and he falls next. Paruki is in trouble, but here comes Sion. Choo-choo, but he misses everybody.
Oh, no.
And Awesome's able to clean it up on the backside. Now ZDZ finds himself in the middle of 5. It's a disaster class for EDG as NIP wipe him away.
It's just disaster. Exactly how you put it. It's heartbreaking for EDG.
Not sure either. This paranoia is back up. So everybody has tools available. Joao is still level 5, so he is missing his ultimate. That could be big. Here's that paranoia as they're just going to take out Parukia very quickly, and now they're going to move it over to Leave, who flashes away, but he's got no barrier, and he will fall under his own turret. So the dragon to EDG, but 2 more for NIP.
Leave goes in. Look at Joao's positioning. He's ready for a block and this dive. It's coming up.
Joao. All right, Parukia, he's a little too far away, and they are going to dive. Angel does not have his ultimate and takes a rock to the face. And now Parukia is caught on an island. He's got to flash away as this turret is heated up. He's trying to do what he can to clear out these minions, but now it's reset, and you know they're going to go in for round 2. It's just a matter of who's going to give their life, trying to get the knock up onto Kara. It's Joao, the one who falls. Guan dies too. It's Parukia getting 2 kills in a 4v1.
And I still don't think it's worth it all. All 4 of them could die to Parukia there, and it doesn't feel good enough. You get the tower as well. Yes, it's a double kill for the support. Nautilus likes gold, sure, but he's really full build, basically. He's got his redemption.
His career, formerly on FPX, now on NIP. He was FPX's franchise player. Looking for more games like this out of him, especially against competition like Angel, right? You know, this is a guy that we did say, you know, he had a pretty solid 2025. We thought he would be on the lower end of mid laners over this year, but he ended up being closer to the mid tiers. Parukia's hook does not hit the wall, which means he is going to fall. He goes down. Teleport's going to come in and match each other. As Guan's got the shield on. Xiao Hao could find himself caught a little bit. He's going to hop over the wall, and they're pouring everything into ZDZ, forcing his flash away. NIP is just too strong right now.
I have to say as well, Joao this year, in 2025, has a 9% win rate on Rel across 11 games. This is a champion that Joao has not found success with this year so far.
Did you say 9?
Confident enough to go 9% win rate, yes, in 11 games.
Oof.
Yeah, but confident enough to go back towards it in a game like this and start the season off pretty strong. Obviously, it's Talia, a champion that needs to scale 2.5k up. And this is kind of my concern with Ari here. It's a champion that doesn't do well.
You don't necessarily have to do anything. You could just go into the mid lane and take that turret if you want, which it looks like NIP might be trying to do. They are going to drop the Rift Herald, but it looks like they want to move over and make a play. Here we go. We're going to go all the way in onto Angel here. Flicked in, and he's got to ult, but he can't get away. It's a solid bullet time out of Leave. There's that redemption coming down, trying to turn the fight whatever way you can, but Leave is dead, and EDG has to run for the hills, and ZDZ can't get out. It's another winning fight for NIP, a 3-for-1, and they're looking to make it 4 because Care just found Xiao Hao.
What a fight from NIP. The bullet time from Leave was really well played, all used on the jungler, and there's just so much damage remaining for NIP, and they clean up.
Picture in picture.
Back in live.
Yeah, Leave is dead again. 0-4-2, as this was not the game for EDG. NIP has been in their face after First Blood went to EDG and has been constantly keeping up the pressure mid-tier 2 will fall as the gold lead swells to 6. And Rel, that is just so difficult to try to play into. You never get a chance to set your feet to really make an impact. I mean, look, he's on 1.5 items. The lights are going to go out. Guwon wants to try to find a way.
How do you get in here?
There's that redemption, but doesn't look like that ultimate's going to go down. Here we go. They're going to try to turn on the weak side here. It's Shuo, who's stunned up and immediately blown up. Now they're going to look to try to find Leave, who's cut off from the rest of his team. Angel goes in, but immediately has to go out. Guwon starting to get very low, but he lives through it, and Hoya's going to get on top of Angel on the other side. Perukia and Xiao Hao trying to do what they can. It's a 3v3, but ZDZ's got to flash away as Hoya's pretty damn healthy, and he says, I want more. Otacon trying to help out the side of EDG, but Hoya is chopping down ZDZ. He might be a tall oak tree, but he's knocked down anyway. As the Otacon will be tethered once again by NIP, they will look to secure it.
Zhuo, a mistake in this game. He hasn't really made any so far, but it doesn't matter. NIP all on the same page. We were talking at the start of this series, Yanni, about this being the story of the ADCs, but it actually hasn't been.
We're going to get their dragon. They're first of the game. We're going to have Baron come up in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That might be the last opportunity that EDG will have to try to turn the tide a little bit here, unless he gets at the 6 item mark. And even if you do, turret right now, awesome, being well protected. Here's a Weaver's Wall, cutting everybody off. The Supreme Display of Talent doesn't do much. So it is another nice play here for NIP to spread it around to his teammates, his main carries. As Ari is misfortunate to combine 0, 9, and 3. Not the game for Angel or Leave. It's NIP trying to get into the jungle here. We have a teleport flank coming through. Here we go. Fight breaking out. Lights are out. Who's going to be home? Ari over the wall looking for that charm. Finds Kara. Meanwhile, Guwon going deep on the other side. Zhuo stunned up. Angel trying to get back with the rest of his team as Guwon is dead. Zhuo getting very low, but a good magnet storm as Angel has to try to fight away. But guess who is coming through? It's Hoya in a 3v1 on the backside, just trying to delay and buy time for his team. It is going to be good gold going over to Xiao Hao, and when the dust settles, it is a 2-for-1 in favor of EDG.
And EDG can just do this. They can threaten the Baron. Although NIP don't call the bluff. Or sorry, they do. They call it a bluff. And EDG have to take their base. It'll be 2 dragons apiece now. So pretty even on the objective side. But the gold lead's still in NIP's favor as they move back into the mid lane. Down tempo.
You have to think that this game state does favor EDG a little bit because NIP was up so much. And while they're not really closing the gap, it's not as bad as Xiao Hao was forced to flash away, gets pulled in. Supreme Display of Talent's pretty solid. ZDZ's on the back line trying to cause a problem as Woe's going to fall. There's a bullet time over the top. Kara's got to flash away, but he's in danger of going down himself. Knocked up, taken down. This is the fight that EDG wanted. Awesome's in trouble, and he will go down. It's Guwon, it's Hoya versus 4 members of EDG. It's only Hoya left now as Angel and the rest of EDG have wrestled control of this game back into their hands. That is an ace.
And Baron, EDG are getting Baron in this game, are going to be up gold. And remember, this is crucial because the 2 dragons earlier, EDG will be on the front foot for the first time in this game in a long time. Baron on 5. And look at the summoner spells of dead.
All right, we've got Hoya up on the
LPL
top side
gold
trying
graph.
to take top tier 2. There's a hook coming down onto Zhuo. Perukia maybe have gone a little bit too far, and he's taken down. Zhuo will survive. We got an ultimate out of ZDZ
Double
as well.
TP.
And TP's from behind. This is an absolute disaster. They are going to be able to find the Nocturne, but Hoya is causing problems and Leave is dead. Angel is late to the fight. Kara's gone golden, but it's the only way he could try to save this one. They're able to find a kill, but ZDZ ends up falling. It's Xiao Hao and Angel with the dead body of ZDZ trying to do whatever he can to help. One more charge for Angel, but he looks like he won't be able to get it. Good job there by NIP. Disaster to kick things off. Gold leads back with NIP. Here comes the teleport. ZDZ joining the party. Comes the Weaver's Wall. It's going to cut off Xiao Hao from the rest of his team. Angel looking to relink back with his team. He's got his flash available. Dragon down, 4,000 HP. Lights are out. Let's see who's home. They're going to get right on top of Xiao Hao and immediately blow him up, and that means bad news for the side of EDG. They're going to cut and run. ZDZ getting engaged on. Angel hops over the wall, but Awesome is able to mark him. Dragon secured for NIP. It puts them on soul point.
Max health damage. It does so much. Guwon not spotted here. but is aware of where EDG is. Baron spawns in just 10 seconds, and NIP still with control. This is similar to what we saw before, but will they overextend? Hoya spotted out now. Xiaohao's chasing, but we're going to be able to find anything. Baron has spawned.
And he lost his
NIP
Edge of Night. Hang
have
on,
control,
wait, they're
nice
going
shove.
all in on ZDZ. They're throwing everything at him. He has to ult away. He is also flashless. It's very important coming into this next fight. He will have teleport to rejoin, but it's a big engage tool gone.
It is also Magnastorm down for Zhuo, so that's a huge engage tool on NIP's side that's down, but Blue Orb will be used.
How
much
aggressive
vision do
teleport.
EDG have left up?
All right, Angel trying to look for his flank. Zhuo is the one who gets hooked. Hoya is charmed up, but they burst out Perukia. Angel chunk. There's a bullet time, but it's not doing as much damage as you'd expect. It chunks everybody. Supreme Display of Talent lands. Xiaohao on top of Care, trying to finish him off. Backside, Hoya doesn't survive. Care will go golden and live. In the end, it is a 2
In here from Care to rejoin after health comes back, and EDG are just going to have to give this up. They know that this is there's a possibility. Instead, they're just going to get some bot control, push out some waves, and maybe, hopefully...
From the time that they got the Baron, they are the ones to start up the Dragon. 8,000 HP pretty immediately. Care shoves in a big mid-wave and is looking for a good angle to split up the team with that Weaver's Wall. 7,000 HP, but it's staying there for the moment. Perukia goes in. Big flash. Bullet time. Immediately gets somebody into GA, and they are surrounding Guwon, but Guwon gets out. Zhuo goes in. Big Magnastorm. Angel's in trouble. He goes golden, but guess what? EDG's falling apart at the seams. Awesome will fall. The flick is there. Care with a huge fight. Awesome picks up 3, and NIP will force game 3.
They'll get the soul and this second game, Yanni. The wall from Care was great. It split off Xiaohao so much. Yes, the Supreme Display of Talent was great, but EDG just couldn't pull it together at the end of the second game.
What a, I guess, stabilization here for the side of NIP, because they were winning. Champion. Okay, so it's going to be the Nico that you're going to be protecting with the Galio ultimate. W Nara coming through. Leave trying to show.
Got 10 seconds to decide. Looks like right now could get cut off, actually.
Okay, this is very similar to what we saw in game 1 with this sort of invade. Here we go. Taunt coming down on a couple members. Guwon's in a little bit of trouble. Leave is free hitting. But he fails his flash. Leave failed his flash. Now the turn is going to be on to Care, who is going to maybe walk out here. He is on the wrong side of the tracks. Meanwhile, Awesome will be able to leave. Angel's the one who gets the kill. It could have been
Watch these two junglers on the same carry lethality jungler path out and try to outsmart each other.
Okay, there's a Zenith Blade going down here as Awesome's going to be the target. Zhuo trying to move out. Xiaohao and Angel moving down there, trying to do what they can to get Xiaohao back in the game. And that's one way to do it. He gets his first kill, and now he's going to want to try to move in. Perukia moving up as well. There's on the way pings as Xiaohao's trying to get his lick back.
Dragon over just because of the public execution used. I mean, right now, with Leona in the top side, who else is able to land onto the back line? No one really. We have that combo that we were talking about earlier in game because of the Rumble and the Galio. I think the taunt into Equalizer is great, but NIP...
Here we go.
Careful.
Zhuo in trouble. Perukia not fooled, and it will be the kill going over to Leave and Feet of Warfare for EDG. Being quite low. Public execution is going to be available if he wants it. NIP heading toward this top side, though. They want to move in, try to force Xiaohao away. Meanwhile, Leave is just getting free time on this turret.
That's terrifying. We're going to go for a dive. This has to work out.
All right, ZDC on an island. He sees Care. He sees Guwon. Xiaohao coming through.
Late.
So is Perukia. He's looking to Hex Flash forward. We're going to find a target on public execution. Lands onto Care. And Care has been CC'd. Zhuo is coming through. Pop Blossom is there, but it only lands onto one. Galio on top of a big shockwave coming through from Angel, but he's missing a lot of mana. And it's NIP winning the fight. Angel is caught between a rock and a hard place. He's forced to flash over the wall. And Awesome's going to follow him, but he's not going to be able to clean up these kills. Meanwhile, Xiaohao, a little ring around the rosy with a flash, means that he is on his way out. It is Zhuo coming through here. He's just got to land this route, and he does. He is the one who claims the kill onto Xiaohao. NIP, a big infusion of gold in their pockets.
They had to make that play work out. Lead gauge here from ZDZ, but Zhuo and Care. The circle comp works out with the same target as ZDZ was going on. They were both going on Care, I believe. They could have maybe insta-killed him. That fight doesn't look the same. Maybe they don't get the flash out of Guwon, but the fight looks a little bit more together. EDG, got to be careful here. They look like they're going for a dive.
On an island. Yeah, oh yeah, they're going to... Wait, hold on. He's sliding out. He will finally fall. The turret will fall on top of it. NIP making a very nice team-oriented play to try to even up the goal.
This does mean that instead, this is like... I feel like I'm correct saying this. I've never before seen a triple Infernal Soul series. We've had 3 Infernal Souls in a row. Someone check if that's allowed.
Shockwave Care. He can't escape. The taunt is out, but Angel wisely standing out of the taunt range. Does not matter. Angel will pick up the kill.
From NIP, they know this dragon is gone. They're trying to defend the top tower, so the mid tower maybe, but we are going for this top dive.
CDC in a lot of trouble here. Here comes Zhuo. They're going to drop the Pop Blossom and throw everything at ZDZ and take him out. Meanwhile, we're going really deep. Pyjamas a little bit too far. They're going to get another charge off of this Rift Herald, and EDG says, thank you, we will take 2. Can't quite find Guwon.
Funny, it looks a bit goofy. He goes too far, but they get a whole lot on the side. Oh, this is a risky TP. Angel has to back away from the tower because Zhuo's behind him.
He's got Shockwave. And see if he wants to use it. There it is, dropping it down, trying to take out Zhuo, but he can't do so, and Hoya is so strong, and Angel just realized that the hard way as he goes down, and now we're teleporting to a destroyed turret. ZDZ in the middle of a 1v4. He finds Hoya, looking for Zhuo next, but can't quite get there. It's Bedlam all over the Rift, J. Beto. Break it down.
And if Leave is able to get that Infinity Edge, it's going to be a ridiculously hard fight for NIP. The gold lead on Hoya, however, has not eased up at all.
Leave a little too far up. And it's a flash for flash, but guess what? He goes down anyway.
That's a huge mistake.
Taking a shock blast to the mouth. And remember, we talked about it so many times. Leave would have the game on his team's shoulders in 2025, and a critical mistake. And it happens again here, J. Beto. Otacon started for NIP.
Leave is faking pressure there, but NIP call the bluff. EDG have to walk in here. They don't want to give up Otacon. No ult on Nico. Can we engage for NIP? Or EDG looks like they might just want to give this away. It's going to reset, actually.
Resetting. Listen, a good shockwave with these shock blasts coming in from Jace could mean good things for EDG. Yeah. And it looks like a big chunk of damage onto Zhuo with no
I think about it, and the more that I'm seeing it in game, I think this is my new favorite Orianna pairing, but Dragon has spawned here. We trading?
ZDC. They might. Well, they're not, actually. ZDZ's public execution.
Oh, nice flash.
And he's caught. Yeah, perfectly timed flash by ZDZ to escape the clutches of Guwon. But again, we're starting to see this Otacon get started up. Teleport coming in from Hoya. Everything is dark. ZDZ does have his teleport available. They're clearing out some wards. Paruki is going to walk up. 5,000 HP and dropping Zhao Hao. He's not anywhere nearby. Leaf says, I must start the fight. Paruki goes in on priority target, but Guwon is still alive. It allows time for EDG to get in. Meanwhile, Leaf is taking it to Hoya on the side and wins the fight, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Otacon secured for the side of NIP, and they're starting to run over here. Awesome's got a triple kill, and it's going crazy. Zhao Hao is in trouble, running away, will survive, but NIP a huge win.
EDG, no public. It doesn't look like it at all. NIP feel like they've completely gone onto the same page as they try to break open this bot lane tier 2, this inner turret, as ZDZ will get a top tier 1, but NIP seem unconcerned.
Well, for EDG, Guwon has a small gold lead and a very pretty scoreline. Awesome after those 3 kills. Now has a gold lead for himself as they are sieging. The bot tier 3 is gone. The inhibitor is exposed.
In Demacia Cup, this is a team that, is a tough matchup for you, but you want to be, contesting first seed. Looks good.
Yeah, you're going to have to win.
They just opted to take the dragon. EDG know that this is only sole point they're losing. Care, job, protecting this mid lane inhibitor as NIP finish up the Drake and start moving over.
Turret's going to fall, but they're not going to hold on to it because Zhuo is nearby. Recall's coming through for the side of NIP, so EDG got that tier 3 turret, what they wanted, but can't get more.
Baron in 20 seconds, Yanni. Guwon hasn't reset the health bar from both these Jaces. There's a little chip down. All of this poke matters so much here.
Okay, it's the fake Zhuo. Here's an equalizer over the top. It's good damage onto EDG. This is a big problem. And Zhuo, once in, his flash is available.
They're going to get chased.
You can tell he's waiting.
They
He already
can't get
used
out.
his heal. Yes, they're getting corralled. Here comes Zhuo over on the side. EDG are completely cut off as Hoya and Care one apiece. Hoya flashes forward, gets stunned up. Shockwave doesn't land on him because he goes golden EDG. Oh, they are inverted. They are inverted. They're away from their side of the map right now. And NIP is just trying to keep them around.
Care has flash. I was waiting for him to go over the wall, but NIP can't quite find the sandwich well enough. EDG around the Baron.
A lot of recalls coming out here as it looks like EDG will be off the hook for the moment. But no, they cancel them. They cancel these recalls because Care's teleport is coming in. They think that EDG has backed all the way off, but that may not be the case. Zhuo is the one who starts up the Baron, and now it's time for things to happen. Angel, teleport available. 10 seconds till that shockwave comes through. Awesome, taking a big chunk as the Baron is trying to whittle down NIP. Care,
look at
once again,
flank.
trying to come through on the side, on the flank, to cut off EDG. ZDZ, keeping everybody at arm's length as the rest of EDG is behind the Baron pit, once again inverted. Need to find a way back to their side of the map. And
he's invisible here.
He's got a teleport available. He might have to TP to the wave. Leave already got chunked out. Hoya defended well. ZDZ very low. Another equalizer goes down, and it's Leave and ZDZ. The one's getting chunked. Perukia looking to turn around, but ZDZ ran out of space and will finally fall. Meanwhile, we have Awesome looking to take a recall here. Not Awesome, I'm sorry. Leave taking a recall. He's hanging around the back of the pit, but they're going to go all in on him with the Galio on top of it. They found the 80 carry for EDG, and it's Awesome the one getting the kill, as EDG will not have a chance to go for this Baron. They're going to try. They're going to stay in the area. There's a shockwave available for Angel. ZDZ up in 10, but has no teleport.
It's so hard to get in. NIP are just so patient.
EDG, Angel specifically, looking for an opportunity. Zhuo shoved all the way off, but it's another equalizer. Perukia forced away, and Angel and Xiao Hao can't do it. It's Baron secured for NIP and a 7,000 gold lead for them. That means that EDG can't get to the rest of them. Leave taking a big chunk, and so is Care.
It's the patience from NIP. They're so patient. EDG feel the choke on this game.
Yeah, they had to make a play, and it's got to be on to Care. Everybody is thrown at him. They will get him, but that means the middle inhibitor will fall. 24 seconds until this dragon is up. EDG will have a man advantage.
No TP for Care. He does have ult. He will be able to join if the fight goes long enough. If the dragon is stalled out, NIP have been so patient in this game. Still down so much gold.
That may be true. And you may have lost the middle inhibitor, but it does quell the Baron from NIP.
Very map-focused game. It's a game about map control and vision. No TP wards for NIP to flank with this Galio. Baron has spawned.
Look at Zhuo! Look at Zhuo! He found the carries! Equalizer on top! He takes out Leave and says goodnight to EDG! Teleport coming in! ZDZ in the thick of everybody, but the health is starting to get low, and he's still alive! Angel's gotta go golden. ZDZ save the game! Xiao Hao over the side as well! Care trying to protect his jungler! ZDZ shields are enough! It's a
my God!
For Care! Xiao Hao is still alive somehow, some way. Angel, you see Awesome on the way to this dragon right now. Guwon is still leaving the base.
NIP, no.
Okay, this is going to be Baron secured for EDG, and they said, we're going to go topside. We are giving up the dragon. We are looking for the push, the temporary power. EDG says, we need to end the game with this.
Yeah, NIP no. Guwon's not around. EDG secure the Baron, but that is Infernal Soul for NIP. If EDG cannot win in the next 2.5 minutes, NIP are so much stronger with this Soul as they push in. They get the mid tower, so the top tower, and ZDZ pushing in the mid lane.
Boy, his equalizers have been pretty damn good this game. He's going to need another one. Zhuo, he's going to be flashless. It's going to be much harder to get a good quality Pop Blossom off. Remember, this middle inhibitor was exposed from that earlier push onward. The fake Nico coming in. EDG still paying respects. Care over on the side. He's got a blast
angle
plant
is good
to take it for a taunt. I really like this angle, especially because Leave is nearby. You can already see he's trying to angle himself a little bit better. He's spotted
Spotted.
immediately on top of Leaf. He's going to land the taunt. Here we go. Awesome all the way in. Leaf gets caught again. He stands tall for a while, but ends up falling. Perukia getting bursted out. Xiao Hao is in, but here comes Care trying to protect his carry. Awesome has to deal with ZDZ, and ZDZ is trying to chop away at him. He's in his Guardian Angel, but it's Xiao Hao taking out a big threat. It's Awesome, the only one alive, but he eats a shock blast. That's it. EDG comes all the way back and wins the set 2-1.
EDG pull it back from the brink. They win an amazing fight. Guwon's dead, so they get the back.